Warm greetings from TNV Academy. Today in this session we are going to discuss about the changes that were introduced in ISO 9001-2015 version of the standard. We will take a slight glimpse of what the standards is all about and then we'll discuss the changes in the latest version of the standard. So let's begin our discussion. ISO 9001 is the world's most popular and most commonly used standard for quality management systems. A standard is now a law, but an agreement or best practice that an organization can apply voluntarily. A standard reflects a good level of professionalism. A quality management system is a tool with which an organization can determine how it can meet the requirements of its customers and the other interested parties that are involved in its activities. An ISO 9001 quality management system shows that you provide products and services of consistent quality, shows that you provide products and services that meets customers' requirements, comply with the law and legislation, and meet the organization's own requirements, can help you streamline your business processes and continuously improve them. ISO 9001 helps you increase customer satisfaction. ISO 9001 is positive for your image. You show that you comply with internationally recognized quality standards. This is often a requirement for customers and suppliers to do business with you. The most recent ISO 9001-2015 standard is constructed around 7 quality management principles. The first one is customers focus. The second one is leadership. Third one is engagement of people. The fourth one is process approach. The fifth one is improvement. The sixth one is evidence-based decision making. And the last one is relationship management. ISO 9001-2015 describes for each part which requirements your products, services and organization have to meet in order to enjoy the above benefits. So what are the major differences between the two versions of the standards? Let's go through them one by one. The first one is ISO 9001-2015 has 10 clauses instead of 8. The first 3 clauses in the ISO 9001-2015 are largely the same as those in ISO 9001-2008. But there are considerable differences between ISO 9001-2008 and ISO 9000-2015 from the 4th clause onwards. The last 7 clauses are now arranged according to the PDCA cycle, Plan, Do, Check, Act. Clauses 4, 5, 6 and 7 of ISO 9001-2015 come under Plan. Clause 8 comes under Do. Clause 9 comes under Check. And the Clause 10 is covered by Act. With this new arrangement, the ISO 9001-2015 strives to give additional momentum to the continuous and systematic improvement of processes within organizations. The second one is ISO 9001-2015 has an 8-level structure, HLS. As a result of the new arrangement in the 10 clauses, ISO 9001-2015 has the same unambiguous structure as all standardized management system, known as a high-level structure, HLS. The core element of ISO 9001, ISO 14001, ISO 22000, OHS 18001, etc. are therefore all the same from now on. This has made the integration of various management systems much simpler. If, for example, an organization wishes to implement ISO 14001 in addition to ISO 9001, the parts that cover the same topic can easily be seen in the standard. The third one is ISO 9001-2015 puts more focus on input and output. The ISO 9001-2015 norm puts more emphasis on measuring and properly assessing the input and output of processes. According to ISO 9001:2015, you must closely monitor which articles, information and specifications are involved in the production process. You must also clearly check whether good articles come out the production process. The fourth one is risk-based thinking at the core of ISO 9001:2015. Risk-based thinking has a very important place in ISO 9001:2015. You are now strongly encouraged as an organization to use risk analysis in order to decide for yourself which challenges you seen in the management of your business processes. Formal risk analysis, familiar to many organizations via FMEA or HACCP techniques, is now standard for everyone. To emphasize their dominance, the concept of risk occurs 48 times in ISO 9001:2015, compared with only 3 times in ISO 9001:2008. The addition of risk-based thinking has made the preventative measures of ISO 9001:2008 redundant. These preventative measures no longer appear in ISO 9001:2015. The fifth one is context of the organization important in ISO 9001:2015. ISO 9001:2015 requires an organization to construct its quality management system from now on from the specific context within which it is active. This means, among other things, that as an organization, you have to take into account the needs and expectations of interested parties, and that you evaluate and deal with internal and external strategic questions. You have to show that as an organization, you understand and respond to the expectations of all the parties concerned. The sixth one is ISO 9001:2015 and the engagement of interested parties. In ISO 9001:2008, customers were often named as being the only interested party. This concept has been extended in ISO 9001:2015. Suppliers, personal, shareholders, legislative bodies, society, internal customers, etc. are now included as interested parties in addition to customers. As an organization, you have to be aware of the importance of these interested parties, changing requirements and standards, and anticipate them in the features of your products and services. This has always been part of the standard in another form. However, therefore, it is not expected that organizations will have to implement major changes in the respect. You cannot make to deliver a good product without knowing the requirements and expectations of customers and interested parties in any case. This is the basis of a quality management system. The seventh one is leadership and commitment in ISO 9001:2015. ISO 9001:2015 also places more emphasis on leadership and management commitment. It requires greater involvement by top managers and business leaders in controlling the quality management system. This way, ISO 9001:2015 is intended to encourage integration and harmonization with business processes and business strategies. The top management now has to take more responsibility for the effectiveness of the quality management system. Because ISO 9001:2015 pays more attention to risk management, interested parties and the context of the organization, the quality management system also fits in better with the needs of the top management. The quality management system is now more than ever a means for being strategically successful by addressing the needs of interested parties and by managing opportunities and threats. The management representatives of ISO 9001:2008 was a member of the management committee who had responsibility and authority for steering the quality management system along the right lines. ISO 9001:2015 does not mention this aspect anymore. The idea behind the change is that quality is a matter for everyone and for all levels within the organization. The eighth one is documented information. ISO 9001:2015 no longer requires obligatory documented procedures for a quality manual. This is noteworthy. This is now referred to as documented information in particularly all clauses of ISO 9001:2015. The definition states that it concerns information that the organization has to control and maintain. The information can be in any format and come from various sources and media. Diverse forms of evidence or documentation are therefore possible. There is no longer any mention of records neither, but of retaining documentation information. The ninth one is different terminology in ISO 9001:2008 and ISO 9001:2015. Some terms which were called as in 2008 versions are now pronounced differently. Products is now termed as products and services. Documentation quality manual, documented procedures, records, instructions is now termed as documented information. Work environment and now termed as environment for the operation of processes. Monitoring and measuring equipment is now termed as monitoring and measuring resources. Purchased product is now termed as externally provided products and services. Supply is now termed as external provider. So we have now come to the conclusion of this session. In case you have any questions or queries regarding the topic which was discussed today, then please put them in the comment section of the video and we will be really happy answering them. Till we meet next, is best wishes from GNV Academy. Thank you.